Hello, Virgos, and welcome to your monthly February forecast, guys. Happy Valentine's Day for those who celebrate. We are going to be in the thick of Mercury retrograde for most of February, but like I said to everybody else, Mercury retrograde happens at least 4 times a year. So for the majority of it, a lot of the time we're in Mercury retrograde. So I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, Mercury retrograde. But honestly, just watch your communication. Be careful with your electronics. Cross your T's, dot your I's, double check you send out that email. Anything with the whether it's Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, any retrogrades are always about revisiting something, reevaluating, reviewing, making sure you respond, all those things. And it's really to help us go back and make sure that we checked everything, to make sure we didn't miss something, not just literally, but perhaps emotionally, psychologically, maybe a lesson of some form. So it does have its benefits, and while it does definitely send me for a ride sometimes, I can also see the blessings in it. And we just had that powerfully intense full moon in Leo yesterday. I'm doing this on the 29th. So having some heightened emotions that go along with this, of course, is going to add to the mix. But we're always manifesting, guys, consciously or unconsciously, so try to bring your awareness to it. On that note, I have an incredible over 4-hour workshop called Manifesting the Life of Your Dreams, and has many conscious manifesting techniques, and you can do it in pieces or all at once. And if you're interested in that, that link is down below, guys. All right, Virgos, let's get started. This is for Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. And because these are general readings, guys, make sure to check all three, not just your sun sign. And if you're not sure what is what, there's a free calculator down below. Okay, my beautiful Virgos, let's just take a moment, take a deep breath in and ground out. Center yourselves and let's get started. Let's see what this month has in store for you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, we have the King of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the 9 of Coins, the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Justice card, the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. So I wanted to see what was going on over here in this little area. 8 of Wands and the 9 of Coins. All right, Virgos, let's get started. So first things first, there is going to be some emotional movement for you because you're really thinking about the long term for yourself and for those you love. That's very reminiscent of you, Virgos. Virgos, while they do overthink and take a long time, it's usually not even about themselves. They're always thinking about other people. How is this going to affect my family, my kids, my friends, my partners? You guys are so thoughtful. But so I'm always so grateful when I see you guys think about yourself. That's not selfish, Virgo. That's self-loving. That's self-respect. That's honoring who you are and your boundaries. And when you have the King of Wands, you're thinking about the bigger picture. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about your family, thinking about your future. And as you're doing so, you're considering some of these circumstances in your life that aren't serving you, Virgo, okay? So when you have it with the 8 of Cups, you recognize that you might or need more meaning, depth in your relationships, in your purpose, in your spirituality. You know that there's more out there for you. You know that you deserve more, and you're going to start moving towards that. Be careful when you have the 4 of Cups. You might sabotage some of this movement. With the 4 of Cups, it can be because of kids or children. Maybe children are involved in some form, or because you're so discontent that we get a little despondent and we procrastinate and we sabotage opportunities that are right in front of us, and we see them, but we're like, next one. You know this, so you might be slow to start, but the universe is going to help push you in this direction. Now you have the Ace of Swords. Recognize that you're not making a mistake. You might say, if I do this, and this is going to have to happen, and this is going to have to move around, and this, well, you know what, boo-boo, that's anything, any kind of movement, internally or externally, there's going to be things that go with it. When you have the Ace of Swords, understand that this is a good idea. It's something that they're being supported going through, and it might have some communication disrupts. Of course, I'm not surprised with Mercury retrograde, but recognize that these bumps are not meant to stop you. They're not a sign that this is a bad idea. It might hinder some progress, but just like anything you start or that's new, there's going to be a learning curve, like a bike. It might fall off. Now we have the 9 of Coins with the 2 of Swords. Now the 9 of Coins is a lot of it's about your finances, a lot of the hard work you've put into everything that you've saved to some degree. So whatever this change is, whatever this move is, so there might be some people involved, and there might be some financial investments you have to make, and you might be over analyzing this. Like, what if I spend too much? I only have this much money. What if this costs too much? Stop. Just stop, Virgo. Let's give ourselves a hug. Stop over analyzing this. What you're really doing is procrastinating. That's another form of sabotage. Like, well, when this happens, and I'll do this. When that happens, boo boo, there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something. So let's just not look too far ahead and just let's deal with the step right in front of you. You have the Knight of Cups and the Justice card. Now, for some Virgos, I'm not going to lie, some of the decisions you're making is to perhaps leave certain emotional or romantic situations that no longer serve you, that might not serve your children, that might not serve your family to some degree. And can it involve the court systems? Yes, it can. You know, that's a byproducts of some things. Now, for other people, it might just be leaving certain relationships. You might notice some of the relationships are out of balance. Like someone's taking, you're giving, or you're recognizing that you're going to have to stand up for yourself and say, no, this I expect or I deserve better. These are my boundaries. When you have the Knight of Cups, it tends to be with a romantic partner, but it doesn't have to be. It could be anybody really close to you, but it tends to be. Now, you have it with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Whatever this decision is for you, you're gonna have to stay determined. When you have the Knight of Swords, you have worked so hard to get where you're at, you refuse to give up ground. You know how people are like, life's a tango, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. This ain't no tango. Either you take steps freaking forward, but you sure as hell don't take any steps back, Virgo. You stand your ground or you move forward. You have the Nine of Swords, so a lot of stress and worry regarding this decision. You know what this is? You don't trust yourself. You're not trusting your gut. You're not trusting what's right in front of you. You're not trusting your intuition. Trust yourself, Virgo. Have faith. You're strong, Virgo. You carry and hold up so many people. I don't think you realize how many people depend on Virgos, but a lot do, and you're one of them. Now you need to depend on you and stand up here. Now I want clarity on this. We have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Coins. What's really going to help with this, Virgo, instead of like a slow Band-Aid peel, really important, quick, concise communication and then getting down to business. Let me give an example. I'm not saying this is it, but let me give an example. Perhaps there's a romantic partner. You're like, no, I want more. The kids don't see, or I'm feeling empty. This is how the conversation goes. Example. This is who I am now. This is what I need. This is what I deserve. This is what I know I'm worth. If this is something we can work through and you can meet this, and I obviously can meet for you, great. If not, I got to go. And then you got to start making moves, buckling down and honoring the commitments to yourself, for yourself, because you love yourself, Virgo. Now, this could also be unhealthy job environments. This can be just unhealthy friendships of some form, or just anything where when you think of your bigger vision and what you want for yourself, this doesn't match anymore. As we grow and evolve, Virgo, we grow out of people, places, and environments, and that's normal. As energy rises, we start attracting a new vibrational field. Any people or circumstances that don't vibrate there, they're going to leave. Friends, lovers, jobs, it's all part of it. Okay, and this is about you making really healthy and beautiful moves for yourself, Virgo. It's a good idea. It's going to be self-empowering. You're going to trust yourself more. It's self-loving, and it's going to bring you to a beautiful new arena of opportunity and happiness in your life. I hope this serves you. If you guys like a more in-depth tarot session or a soul reading or even a healing session just to assist you, my links are down below, Virgo. But I wish you so much love and support, because this particular, we all have gone through this, no matter what your sign. But whenever we come to this junction, this to me always seems like the most challenging part, because the emotions make things way more complicated than they need to be. And it could be a little scary, but you're not alone. You're loved. You're supported. You know what to do for your highest good and happiness. And I wish you all the best of luck. Just get to it. And as soon as the universe pours a vacuum, as soon as you make space, it fills it with something better. Anyways, I talked enough, guys. I hope this serves you. I will see you next time for your readings. Take care.